Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video and cannot wait to showcase my hometown, Chicago, to you all. Now, I may be biased, but after having lived in several North American, South American, and European cities, I am absolutely convinced that Chicago is the most beautiful city that we have to offer. I'm so excited to tell you guys why I believe this second city is second to none. An architect's playground, a foodie's paradise, and a cultural mecca, Chicago has something for everybody. So with that, let's get right into it. Here are my top 8 must-sees if you're new to Chicago. So you guys might recognize this strange metallic object behind me, fondly known by Chicagoans as the Bean. But what you might not realize is that the proper name of this object is Cloudgate. And it was constructed as a part of a much larger park reformation project designed to literally transform what used to be a rail yard by building a park, an award-winning 24.5-acre park above it. It has become a truly cherished icon here in the city for Chicagoans and visitors alike to enjoy summer movies in the park, ice skating during the wintertime, gardens, concerts, you name it. All right, you guys, on to our next adventure. I'm gonna take you guys for some shopping off on Michigan Avenue, one of the greatest avenues in the world, and fondly known by Chicagoans as the Magnificent Mile. So behind me right now, you guys, is the old Chicago Water Tower, which is one of the only remaining relics that survived the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. Right now behind me, you guys, is the John Hancock Building, which is one of the tallest buildings in Chicago. And in fact, when it was built, it was the tallest residential building in the world and remains one of the tallest today. When tourists come visit Chicago, they check out the sky deck at the formerly known Sears Tower. However, I'm going to take you guys to the 360 Chicago and 360 Chicago's thrill ride named Tilt for a truly unique experience, where riders are tilted out over for an incredible view of Lake Michigan, of the magnificent skyline, as well as 4 different states. To get there, riders take North America's fastest elevators up, where guests can then experience what Travel and Leisure magazine voted one of the most beautiful views in all of America. Whew. Now that that's over, I'm hungry. Chicago is a food city through and through. In fact, some of the great American food classics were birthed right here in this very town, including the brownie, malted milkshakes, gyros, the Twinkie, Chicago hot dog, Chicago Italian beef, and who could forget Chicago deep dish pizza. Now there's a deep-seated rivalry in this town between who has the best pizza. My personal favorite happens to be Lou Malnatis. So let's go get some grub.
So good.
One of the best ways to explore this fabulous city is on bike. I'm going to take you guys on a bike ride with Bobby's Bike Rentals through my old neighborhood, through Lincoln Park, and over to the cherished lakefront. All right, you guys, we're with Bobby's Bike Hike right now.
Hi, I'm Kevin from Bobby's Bike Hike. Welcome.
Did you guys know that with a free zoo, miles and miles of trails, and its own unique ecosystem of wildlife, Lincoln Park is actually 1.5 times the size of Central Park and is found right in the heart of the city? Something you might not know is that we're actually home to miles and miles of sandy shoreline where you can swim, bike, kayak, boat, jet ski, paddleboard, and more. Chicago's 26 miles of scenic lakefront includes numerous public parks and gardens, an 18-mile lakefront trail, and more than 24 free beaches right on the crystal clear shores of Lake Michigan. Quick fun fact, you guys, the only thing obstructing a continuous stretch of parkland is that building right there. It's called Lake Point Tower. because the chief developers found a loophole in the regulation at the time that said that you could only build to the west side of Lakeshore Drive. And it's rumored that Oprah Winfrey herself lived at the penthouse of this tower. So we are at Navy Pier right now. Navy Pier was once a naval training base in World War II. Redesigned in 2017 by the same firm who planned the New York High Line, it is now a popular tourist destination and hosts several attractions, including the Centennial Ferris Wheel, another Chicago invention. As a tip, it's a great place to take a date for some stunning skyline views. If you're feeling a little bit hungry, head over to Offshore, the world's largest rooftop, for some delicious food and incredible cocktails. Another great way to see Chicago is by water. Did you know that Chicago actually has one of the largest stretches of harbor in the entire nation? And if you don't happen to have a boat yourself to go check it out, no worries. Navy Pier's Sea Dog has you covered for some scenic views, Chicago fun facts, and some splashing action. Okay, you guys, we are standing right now at one of my most favorite spots in the entire world, the Chicago Riverwalk. Now, what you see today is completely different than what this place used to be previously. Because back in the day, Chicago actually used to be a great port city. In fact, it was located strategically as far inland as cargo ships could come. Did you know at one point cargo ships could even travel all the way from the Atlantic Ocean through the Mississippi River and down to the Gulf of Mexico, passing through Chicago? So that strategic positioning, combined with the central location of the railway system, the booming industry in the wheat, steel, and meatpacking industries, gave rise to an explosion in population in Chicago. In the early 1900s, in fact, Chicago was the fastest growing city in the entire world. Shan, what did you think of the architecture tour?
Oh my gosh, I actually got really into it.
You learned a lot, right?
Yeah, it's amazing how much history is here.
The best way to enjoy the river? Via a Chicago architecture cruise, which simultaneously informs its visitors of arguably Chicago's greatest asset of all, its architecture. For me, it's no wonder why Condé Nast readership voted this city America's best big city for 3 consecutive years. I hope next time you plan a trip, you'll choose Chicago and come see it for yourself. After all, it's a global powerhouse city with a small town appeal and Midwestern values, and I'm proud to call it my hometown. With that, I'll check out. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Nos vemos. You guys, this view is so beautiful. We're so happy. Chicago, you guys have to come visit. It's such a beautiful city.